The ancient Alaskan forest slumbered deep in winter, blanketed by a layer of white snow a meter thick. My small log cabin lay nestled among giant spruce trees, revealing only a chimney puffing gray smoke into the leaden sky. This morning, the thermometer read -2 degrees Celsius, cold enough to freeze one's breath the moment it touched the air. The new day began with the sharp sound of an axe striking dry wood. My firewood reserve had depleted after yesterday's blizzard. I stepped out into the backyard, taking a deep breath of the frigid yet incredibly pure air. Large pine logs were set upon the chopping block. Thwack! Crack! The sound of the axe echoed steelily through the silent void. Soon, sweat beaded on my forehead, despite the biting cold. And the wood pile grew high, enough to warm the cabin for the next few days. Returning inside, shaking the snow off my coat, I set about cleaning my nest. The log cabin was small but incredibly cozy. I swept away the ash dust around the fireplace and polished the old oak table until it gleamed. The fur rugs were dusted off and neatly arranged on the worn armchair. This orderliness brought a sense of safety and control amid the wilderness. Once the cabin was tidy, my stomach began to growl. Lunch today would be a hearty stew. I stoked the stove and placed a glossy black cast iron pot on the scorching hot surface. With a bit of melting lard, I tossed in the pre-diced beef, stirring quickly. The meat seared releasing a mouth-watering aroma. Next, large chunks of golden potatoes were dropped in. I added some water and covered it with the heavy lid. Before long, the scent of beef and potato stew mingled with the rich smell of burning wood, filling the entire cabin. Sitting by the frosted window, spooning up the hot soup, savoring the sweetness of the meat and the creaminess of the potatoes melting in my mouth. I watched the snowflakes begin to fall gently outside once more. Here, happiness is simply having enough wood to burn, a warm home, and a full belly.